Hey everybody, it's me. I am at Sky Lake, and as you can tell, it's about 5:38 in the morning, November 25th. Cut this light off, and I'm just going to talk to you here in the dark for a little bit. Let's see. I got up early, woke up at 3 o'clock, couldn't go back to sleep. So I had my gear laid out, and I was pretty sure I wanted to come out here to Sky Lake, so I got on up and got in the road about 4 o'clock. Got here about 5. I've been here for a little while running the thermal imager, and I've seen some wildlife. Seen what looked like a rabbit over there in the cemetery, and of course I know you can't see it, but back over to my left here, I had what looked like 3 or 4 deer out there walking around. So let me just try cutting the light on, get a little something up in here. Okay, like I say, I don't know if you can see me or not, but I want to go ahead and at least get something here. Maybe that'll help. But this is crazy. When I pulled into the area here at Sky Lake, just immediately something happened, and I'll tell it to you right now. I'll try to be brief. I pull off the road and onto the road that will bring you around to the park, the boardwalk. So as I'm coming around that first bend and I straighten up, I see ahead of me a bright white flashing light, and I'm thinking to myself, "Oh, no big deal. It's a cell phone tower light." And I'm kind of creeping along. I'm not going real fast, and I keep seeing this flashing light. I mean, it's flash, 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 just like it's strobing, and I can see it through the trees. And I'm thinking to myself, "Oh, they done put a cell phone tower out here." And once I got fully straight and I could see all the way down the road, I realized that's not a cell phone tower. It's not a tower. There is no cell phone towers out here. Once daylight comes up, I'll take the camera and I'll cut it back on, and we'll see for ourselves. There are no cell phone towers out here. I'm in the middle of nowhere. There's no beacons of any kind on any type of tower flashing out here. Nothing. So when I realize this, it dawns on me then that this light is up in top of the tree. This is in the trees. It's moving through the trees, the top of these tall trees out here on the right-hand side of the road, my vehicle. And I, by that point, I'm thoroughly stunned. I'm like, this flash is not a cell phone tower. It's not any type of aerial beacon, nothing like that. This is something that is occurring real time in the trees. Now, my dash cam was going. I have no idea in low light if it will pick it up. I'll check it out once I get home. But I stopped the vehicle. I stopped my SUV, and I'm sitting there looking through my windshield, and no sooner do I stop the vehicle, the light stops flashing. I stop, it stops. I pop my door open, I step out just to confirm if there is a cell phone tower that's been installed down here since I've, last was out here, or just what it is I'm looking at. Again, no tower. Whatever this light was, it was a white, I don't know, how would I describe it? It was just a bright, flashing white light. And it was pretty good size, too. I mean, that's why I thought that it might have been like a cell phone tower that they've thrown up out here. Because it was that bright. You couldn't miss it. And I was fixing to write it off. I was fixing to write it off as they've done throwed something up out here since I was last out this way. And it dawned on me, no, they haven't. That's not something I would think that's man-made, doing that flashing. And since I stopped over here. I'm in the parking lot across from the park. And again, I've been running the thermal imager. And I have been looking around and watching and trying to see if it would happen again. And it hasn't. So whatever this thing was doing its thing up in, I guess I'm going to have to say it was moving through the trees. It was moving through the tip tops of those tall trees. It was maybe weaving in and out of those trees. And when I stopped, it shut out. It blinked off. So here we go. Another spooky, weird, crazy thing that happens out here at Sky Lake. And this don't have anything to do with a cryptid. I haven't heard anything thus far that you could say would be like a Bigfoot howl or a whoop or anything like that. I haven't seen anything that would indicate that there's any type of canid, dogman, chupacabra type activity going on right now. Hoping maybe if I can find some track in a little while, that might be a cool thing to find. But this is, I don't know if this would be considered a UFO type thing. UAP, unidentified or unknown aerial phenomena. I would definitely throw it in that bucket real quick. Could it be something paranormal? Spook lights? There's a cemetery right back there. This is on the same side of the road as the cemetery. I was just before getting to the cemetery, in fact. So, I don't know. I'm gonna cut the camera back off and resume my little surveillance here and see what happens. Sun is slowly starting to come up over there. So I'll be getting some daylight here in a little bit and I can tell more. But again, a bright, brilliant, flashing, strobing light in the top of the trees on the right-hand side of the road. Same side that there's a cemetery, same side that there is the park is on, the boardwalk. So, Sky Lake, here we go. Hadn't even got, this doesn't appear to be anything with cryptids. Although, when you look at the works of a lot of investigators, what they're finding, when they go out, they will, they'll see okay, I just lost my light. Here we go. Okay, don't know how long that'll last. I'll cut it off here in just a second. But bright lights, Bigfoot, cryptid activity, portals, might be a good time to run a meter or two. So again, kind of glad I got some sunlight coming up. because that was strange. Didn't scare me, and I'm not frightened now. But again, kind of like what I said when I was out at Hell's Gate, kind of glad for some sunlight to be coming up. I'll just go ahead and say it. It's Sky Lake, a spooky, strange area. Done seen some type of UAP, possibly ghost light, something strange, low to the ground. I mean, treetop level, bright flashing light moving through the treetops. So, anyway, gosh, glad I came. So, I'll cut the camera off. Anything else happens, I'll cut it back on. Catch you later. Okay, I'm back. I decided to come back down the road here, and you can see the sun's up pretty well now. But I'm gonna turn the camera around. If you look back through the window there, you see that curve. That's the curve that you turn or make when you come around the corner and you're on the road heading toward the park. So when I turned the corner, that's when I saw the light. The light was through the tip tops of those trees. And that's when I thought to myself, oh, it's a cell phone tower. You know, it's got a flashing strobe to, you know, alert pilots and whatever that you know, hey, there's a tower here. So as I eased down through here, I kept seeing this thing flashing. It was strobing through the top of the trees. So the more I'm thinking about this, I'm going, wait a minute, there's no cell phone towers out here. There's nothing out here that would be doing that. And as you can see, I mean, there's no cell phone towers up there. So once I got into this straightaway, that's when I realized something was wrong. You know, right down there is the park. This light was up in the top of these trees. And when I stopped, and I sat there for a moment trying to figure this thing out, I got ready to get out of the door. This thing is still flashing. I put my hand on the door and I crack the door and it stops. Now, we'll ease on down. And again, now you see how tall these trees are. This was up in those trees. In amongst the trees. So, I come on down. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, have they thrown a cell phone tower up out here? Maybe they have, maybe they haven't. But I'm pretty sure they haven't at this point. So I come on down. And the cemetery is fixing to come into view. And you don't see anything flashing up inside these trees. No type of markers or anything like that. So here's the cemetery. Now then, clear shot, wide open. No cell phone towers. Nothing back this way that would flash from there through these trees to reveal a tower or some type of man-made structure that would account for that. We'll park and I'm gonna hop out real quick. So there is nothing back this way that would account for that. And I got a little traffic out here, so I guess I'm going to move on back over this way. But as you can see, there's nothing out here to indicate a any type of cell phone tower or anything. So again, more weirdness at Sky Lake. So I'll cut the camera back off, but back that way, down that road, up in amongst those trees, the tops of those trees, a bright white strobing light that was flashing, pulsing at a very regular interval. And when I stopped and got ready to get out of the vehicle, it disappeared. So I got no explanation for that. UAP, ghost light, portal, I don't know, but it was real and it was there and I saw it, and I just wanted to document it and kind of get this up. So I'm going to get ready for a trek around the park and the boardwalk and see what happens. It's hunting season, so may not be a whole lot, but my goodness, it's already been plenty. So for now, this is Marcus signing out. Catch you later.